Hey everybody, welcome to today's episode of Daily IoT, the midweek update on the texting dryer project. First and foremost though, my AC to DC converters showed up. I thought the Postal Service had lost them, but they pulled through. They came on Saturday, and so I bought two of them. This one, much bigger than I thought. I didn't even look at the dimensions on Mouser when I ordered it. Both of them by Meanwell. AC to DC converters. They'll take line voltage, 120 volt AC, and turn into a nice smooth 3.3 volt output. This one can drive up to 3 amps at 3.3 volts. This one can drive up to 1.25 amps at 3.3 volts. And so I like the connectors on this one better, but I like that this one is totally encased. And so I don't know if you can see that. The parts in here, it's got this metal shield on it, but the components are just exposed, so if I get some like dust buildup or dryer lint somehow up in the dryer there, or even bugs crawling up in there, I feel like this is a little bit of a hazard not being fully encased. And so I'm going to figure out how to connect to these little legs on the bottom, maybe like a custom PCB or some perf board, something like that. But AC to DC converters are in. We will get this hooked up so that we don't need a supplemental power source on our node here. This is going to be on the Trinket RFM69. It's going to be powering both of those in the dryer. So really excited about that. Set those over here. I want to give you a quick update on the plan and what we're going to be working on next. I've decided, now that we got a comm link working, a prototype comm link, I want to start working on the full connection all the way out to my cell phone. And I've been thinking a lot about protocols and transport and security, just in general. Not that I'm trying to make a product out of this, just thinking about these things to understand more fully the Internet of Things ecosystem. And what I've decided on is that we're going to use MQTT as the protocol to get from our hub up to the cloud. And instead of building my own server up in the cloud like an Amazon AWS or Heroku or something like that, instead of having to write the code for that, we're just going to use Losant. I've been playing around with it a bunch lately. I wrote a blog post for them because they saw some of the stuff I was posting on the blog and asked if I'd contribute, and I got to learn a lot more about it, and it's pretty powerful and pretty cool. They've got a very generous free tier, and so I think we're just going to use Losant. It'll take MQTT messages directly, so I don't have to do anything special there. We can create a workflow that will send a text, all built into Losant. I will show you when I get to that point. I'll have a video step-by-step taking us through how to accomplish that. It should be fairly easy, so I'm pretty excited about that. So that's what we're working on. At this point, we're just trying to clean the code up. I'm going to start posting, get a GitHub set up for all the code so that all this can be shared and people can follow along if they want. I also, before I forget, we'll put the part numbers for these AC to DC converters. I'm not making a recommend or a not recommend on either of them because I haven't used them yet. But if you want to check out the parts, I'll list them there so you can see it in the comments, or sorry, in the description. And so that's where we're at. Hopefully we're not too far out from having a rough prototype of all of this end to end, and then I would like to throw a little bit of a layer of polish on this. I don't mean for this to be take a video of it once it's working once and then rip it out. I actually want this to be in my dryer and feel good and safe about it and have it work consistently and reliably. So that's where we are at. Question of the day. I should really start thinking about these before I turn the camera on. Nope, I got one. This week was the solar eclipse. Seems like everybody's lost their mind about it. I mean, it's pretty cool, but people lost their mind about it. So question of the day, did you experience the solar eclipse 2017? And if so, where were you? A lot of people traveled quite a good distance to find the totality points to get a good view. So did you experience it, and where did you experience it? Stick it down in the comments. Would love to hear from you. And I appreciate, as always, everybody watching Daily IoT, the show where together we're learning how to make the Internet of Things one day at a time.